Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV. It's Saturday night, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for Crystal League Live. We've got a bunch of matches for you this evening, featuring some of the best 5v5 teams in Albion Online. My name is Lewpac. I'll be guiding you through this evening's entertainment. And joining me, of course, is Mr. Shozen, looking very smart and sophisticated today. How are we doing? Are we ready to rock?
I'm ready. I'm very excited for today's matches. I've been watching competition all day. Before the show started today, we were doing the 20v20s, as you know. But before that, I was watching Seaborn's 3v3 tournament. It's great to see the community getting together and making some great content. I was watching a number of streamers. I've never had that many different windows of Twitch open at one time.
Have you not seen the site? There's a site called Multistream. And you just, it's one web page, and you just put in all of the streams that you want, and it will just bring them all up in one page.
What? Okay, yeah, gotta learn that.
So anyway, worth knowing for the future anyway. But 3v3 is not what we're talking about this evening, shows. And we've got level 4, 5, and 6 action back to back to back. The teams are getting ready. Not too much to play for right now. You know, this isn't the big ones. Obviously 7, 8, and 9 are the big ones because they lead nicely into the off-season Crystal Championship, which is fast approaching. We're about 4 minutes away from our first matches, the level 4, which is like, it's like the appetizer for the evening, isn't it? No crazy gear, but I expect all our best teams to be in action. I've already spied myself a Geminex out on the field.
Okay.
I see Alivs out on the field. You know, I'm seeing a few names ready to go. I have heard that some of the best teams, though, some of the sort of level 8, 9 teams, they actually don't play the 4 anymore. They're just like,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but actually, no, I'm seeing Cargera. I'm seeing Unusual.
Yeah, I'm seeing Unusual now.
I'm seeing a lot of the regular faces. Season Pot and Thetford Cape. That's greedy for a tank, isn't it, Shozen?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And they're going against About Feeder, Velena, Sheffy, That Not So Easy, and Svitu, which is a Sun/Decision mix team. Svitu is on a one-handed Frost Scholar Robe build. So it'll be interesting. Both tanks are running that Staff of Balance. It's the Royal Armor Daybreaker, which is something we'll touch on as well. Rafikon struggling to get in there. Both teams going for the 4-1 split. Off caps have been taken. Rafikon, here comes that slam onto About Feeder from the Shadow Caller. So it's Shadow Caller Bow, very offensive backline. I want to see how this Frost plays. Honestly, like this one-handed Frost is a very, you know, this is a build that we saw a variant of it. We saw a mid-range Leather Frost played at the very start of the game when it released. It was actually kind of meta because of the CC available on Leather. But now, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it right now. Rafikon, he gets run through by the Daybreaker, but the pressure's going all the other way. Svitu eats the slam. These guys trying to reset here. The anti-heal, nasty wounds onto that. It's not so easy. Nice use of that Guardian Helm. Expect to see a lot of those today. Velena getting some space. They look for the turn onto Rafikon, but that not so easy. He's in the Mystic Rocks. Rafi forced to drop the rocks under pressure, and the mixed team just about stabilizes. They didn't go down, but they need to exert some counter pressure. The run through onto Bronx. Nice hit from there. The slam is going to connect with Feeder. He's got Mystic Rocks on top, and he is not going to survive that. Velena had the leap, but actually mistimed it slightly. Not so easy. Gonna go down in the back. And as we see Rafikon and the boys, they're getting warmed up and ready for tonight's action. So Mystic Rocks, for anyone that hasn't seen it, because Staff of Balance has been absent from the meta for quite a while.
It used to be the meta.
Yeah. Well, it was ridiculous at first. It's an ability that slows your enemy, buffs your resistance, and reduces their healing received. The downside is you cannot be healed during Mystic Rocks. And the resistances aren't a ton. So the counterplay really is to pile on the pressure and just hope that they have to drop the rocks. Or just knock him away and split. And we saw like, I think the counter to it back in the day was like to just bop it away or something. I can't remember how people used to play against it. But it was obnoxious. It used to give a ton of resistances. And you weren't actually healing immune, I think. There was a bit of a bug with it where HOTS would still go through during a nature meta. Here comes the Rotten Ground as Rafi looking to open it up. Again, Svitu he's getting a ton of space, right? with this one-handed frost, which is
Yeah,
nice.
which is...
But it's just not having impact. He's even playing the single target queue, so I can see why they're they're looking for a more control orientated build, especially with Not So Easy running that Royal. He's on Raffi and he's stopping Raffi getting to his targets, I guess. Like the slow is definitely having an impact. Rotten Ground comes in, about Feeder in big trouble, gets cartwheel back. There's the armor pierce. Oh, nice angle on the orb from Velena. Gets the leap off, but now Sheffy gets left behind on that halberd.
No.
He does get a bit of damage. And this triple frontline, there's just not enough kill.
Bronx did a great job there with the knock. That was fantastic leap. But they're not going to get...
They've got this like overtime kind of, they've got this value comp, but they're just not surviving long enough to kick in. Like this Shadow Caller bow is just such an offensive powerhouse, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's packed with armor pierce. And the problem with playing a value comp against this is you're just not gonna, you're not gonna get to the point where that value is worth it. I think, if they can control the bow, that's one thing, but he's actually, what's he playing in terms of build? He isn't playing the Assassin Hood, so he doesn't have that reset, but I just don't think their comp is correct here. I don't like this Royal Armor against it. I just don't think they're going to get a long enough fight for it to have an impact. They're going to come out again. They might just go for the quick rotate here. Like, they're already being pushed out front, so they probably rotate top. Fatality's actually going straight to the choke. He wants it. He probably may not want to punch forward on his own, but he's gonna get quite offensive here.
Right in there. Well, these guys are
Feeder
very
pops down
aggressive.
the Judy. In goes the Judy boots. The Purge coming out. Obviously, that Daybreaker will help with the bow control, but as you can see, that Not So Easy. Despite being in Royal Armor, which is plate, he's almost dropped early on. The Guardian comes down, as do the Nasty Wounds. Nice run through onto 2. ATAC with the run. ATAC in a bit of trouble, but the emergency shield comes down, and Sheffy gets a clean counter kill coming out from a very, very solid-looking Blue Army team right now. Bronx with the offensive reset as they look for more, and I think they've wrapped this one up here quite nicely. They're going to get another 20 off the back of this, maybe even a couple of kills. That Not So Easy, the Daybreaker rush. It's going to be okay. He gets out of there. Velena pops the reset. That Not So Easy. Nasty Wounds gets a bop. Tries to change direction. Good orb, but the Nasty Wounds having the impact. Svitu. Actually, Svitu doing a ton of damage on this bow. ATAC got absolutely nailed, but there was no other pressure. And this one's going to go to 23 points. And probably it's about this time that Fatality starts to insult the other team.
I was going to say, this is when the BM generally starts. I was a big fan of these guys because they came out of nowhere, but I'm just not a fan of the...
Oh, Feeder gets dismounted and knocked out of his orb there. The smash comes down. There's the reset. Velena gets the purity for defensive. This is a bit scrappy here from both sides, but I think the result of this one is not in question right now, Shozen.
No. Now, do you want to head over to this other one that I have? The Neon Karambit?
Yeah, this is the team that we wanted to check out, wasn't it?
Yeah, they asked to be checked out, and I love giving the people a little bit of what they want. Let me spell it for you.
So this is Two Dads Tryhards and Elevate, although we just join as RPGHY does go down. They have the advantage right now. It is a 4v5, though. If the Empire Boys can stabilize, Lucifer, Logic, they're looking for Machu. Machu gets pierced.
Machu goes down too. Now this is where you really have to make it out and try to get anybody out of here alive. I think Neon Karambit's going to put some CC down, try to get his guys out.
Nice guys are here. Liet's in a bit of trouble, though. They do have another guy back. Liet's going to die.
Liet's going to go, and so is Neon.
Oh, nice Impaler. A little bit early there.
Logic missed, and now that's it. He's going to get out of here. He's going to be safe.
Well, they still
save by RPG
healer's
guy.
Only just respawned.
Karambit, what are you doing? Oh, you know what? He's getting his health back. It's level 4.
Nah. He went to say Machu DC'd. Oh, so the healer DC'd, which is probably not the best person to DC in a match. Looks like they had it under control until that point.
They were doing pretty good. Matches back.
5-3 on kills, but it looks like these boys of tryhards had the advantage in terms of caps because there's only 54 points left. Weird match this, honestly. Empire still living in the roads, I believe, those guys.
Still in the roads? Okay.
Yeah, I think they sort of stepped away from the black zone. They still seem to have a lot of solid players though. Like I guess a lot
the
of people.
roads are fun. You play the roads. You know how fun they can be.
I play a lot of roads. Yeah,
it's a lot less stressful than the black zone. You don't have to get as many players together. You don't have to deal with all the politics. You don't have to be holding hands every day. That way, your hands don't get sweaty when you're trying to hit your Qs.
I think
and
people
your Es.
do some like logistically try hard stuff when it comes to the roads hideouts though.
Oh yeah, they do. Some crazy stuff is going on.
Nice knock up from him. Offensive duty from Neon into the 2-man. The healer's in a bit of trouble here. Black Tar Salmon misses his geyser as well. I think it was to save his healer. But Neon, oh, Matthew's DC'd again. Matthew's DC'd up top. This is going to go downhill again for these guys. Liet's going to die with no heals. ASL's going to run. And they might even take a free kill on Matthew before he drops. There's the Impaler. These guys don't really care. They're absolutely not interested, are they?
No,
in what you have to say.
Not at all.
They're like, oh, he's DC'd. That'd be a shame if we killed you all.
Made a big comeback here. Just happens that way. Yeah, Neon, you don't want to be hanging out there in front of them. They're gonna go ahead and take another shot at you. Get into the safety of your tent. Say we'll travel.
A lot of the big teams as well. I'm quickly bumping around here. Most of the big teams are done and dusted with their early matches.
Mm-hmm. This one's going a little bit longer. I'm sure this one would have been over as well if it wasn't for the 2 DCs at this point. Those DCs are all that's keeping Logic's team alive. Yeah,
I mean, maybe because they were on the back foot. Although they weren't. There'd only been a couple of kills. Like they weren't getting murdered. I just think they couldn't find the breakthrough. So these guys, they're also playing this mid-range Royal Jacket, Arcane. There's seeing a lot of.
There's one other interesting match going on right now, but it's in a similar state as it's currently 110 to 41 with a 3 cap to the 41 as Mind Nerd and Fraka and Nick BR10. Mind Nerd. You know, like he's a heady nerd.
Nick BR10.
Yeah, you know them. Well,
Fraka is the tank then. It doesn't look like it's a DC though. So this
I'm just saying it's another lopsided actual comeback in the works here. Unfortunately, I'm going to keep my eye on this other match to see if they ever get their healer back, but it does not look like it so far.
Forsaken there, finding a lot of space for his healing. These boys actually stealing the deflecting spin off the spear. Trap zone. Interesting choice. I don't know if that was a misclick or he meant to get it, but interesting choice. Definitely decent against the bow, I think. Nick finding some space, though. Reichler from One Punch Man. He's going to get poisoned. Oh, good blink. The Impaler's not going to connect. Nice knock up as well. Fraka going aggressive there. Fraka pops the Mystic. Yeah, Fraka gets the Mystic Rocks out here. They're in big trouble because they're already hurting. And now they're going to get 35% less healing. With the Rotten Ground on top, they're going to get very little. Lucky for them, shields are not affected. The emergency heal gives them a bit of space to try and stabilize. King Just pops that roll, looking for the reset now. Can they finish off Trap Zone? There's the run through with the spear. My nerd actually lands on Voil. He got 4 people with that Daybreaker E, which is very, very nice. Purging 4 out of the 5 on the team. Impaler into the 10. And the comeback, which looked like it might be happening, is getting turned around on. Although these guys are not actually leaving just yet. They're actually just rotating. They still have a 2 cap advantage. There is a mid going on. If Cousinho goes down, they're in big trouble. But this could get interesting right now. If they can stabilize, they're not going to get 3 caps, so they only lose 10. Their 5th is about to come back from behind. But unfortunately for them, Nick BR10 is also joining the fight at the complete wrong time. Voyan, good use of the emergency shield. Again, the magic shocks being shrugged off. King Just overextended. One Punch Man looking for the counter. Trap Zone, though. Wow, Trap Zone took a really long time to get back to the fight. I really not cool with that. Cousinho goes for the interrupt onto Nick. A bit early, but he needed to stop that 3 cap going through. King Just pulling back. Magic shocks going out. Nice knock up there from Sama. Royal Armor, the drain coming out. There's the purge onto Trap Zone. Trap Zone stuck in place for another purge onto the bow. He's going to be under control for now. Nick having a kite to the north. Look how much space Nick is getting right now. Like, they're putting magic shocks on him, but he's auto attack. Finally, he gets purged, but the whole team is inside these mystic rocks. Down goes another emergency shield. Magic shock. Voldzer are gonna get CC'd. He's gonna pull back though. And now one punch. Look for the counter. Trap zone in a bit of trouble. Hit with the impaler. There's the charge. He got purged. The reset comes down. Doesn't do enough. Generous heal goes out. They miss the orb and another generous heal. And Nick is actually getting run down by Casino right now. There goes the reset, but he did have, again, the rotten ground and the mystic rocks on top. The poison. There's the Judy armor. Can they stabilize Casino? He gets caught by the rotten ground of Fracker. He's going to drop, and it does look like this one is going to be closed out by Blue Army. Nick BR10 of One Punch Man putting his own team or his own guild into the dirt. Well,
sometimes you got to do that. You know, it's not about the guild. It's about
GVGers don't care. GVGers just want to play. Do you know what I mean? They're just getting whatever silver per points, and they're happy enough. Both of the Royal Armors are just draining each other, trading energy here. But obviously the blue one was giving it to his whole team, so he definitely came out on top in that exchange. It's going to go to 1 point though, and pretty much anything will end this one, Shozen, and we can start to look forward to our level 5s.
Yeah, just the other one they did get their healer back, but they ended up going into a 4 death, and that was the end of their match, just so I can round that one out for everybody.
Gonna feel a bit salty about that.
Yeah.
A healer DC is not the one. Trap zone. Oh, Mortal Agony as well. I really like seeing Mortal Agony played. The Mind Nerd, he actually landed that Daybreaker. That was beautiful. He finished it with a Daybreaker, and he was still in the animation when he got to the tent.
Let me see if we have any more Crystal League running. We do have a level 2. I'm gonna see if there is
if there's anything worth watching.
Yeah.
Nice. And
well, actually, yeah, we got a 1 to 17. One's got the 2 cap. Let me hurry up and get you the number. Doro FFF. 3 Fs, not 4.
Got it first time, mate. Unbelievable, Jeff. He's about to
and
die,
he's gonna go. He's gonna go. Oh no! I don't know if Bogul got us there in time.
Mighty Frogs versus Hustlin' Hitmans. Hustlin' Hitmans 14-4 though.
Jeez. 14 to 4.
Like level 2s, right? Level 2's like, oh yeah, you know. Oh, it's a low IP. Low IP is obviously designed to make it a little bit more cost effective to get in there, yeah. But feel for the healers, Shozen. Feel for the healers. Last One crew, or Last One 2. So they've actually probably switched where the GVG guild is right now, because Last One did just hit Crystal, and Last One 2 could quite easily hit Crystal. So which is why you're seeing these guys move. They're against Prince of Death, Thuriel, Dorenton, and Astro. Both teams going for the 4-1 split. And actually, where we were talking before about these stuff of balance, both tanks on a pole hammer here. We got mid-range Arcane versus we got that plate double tank here, and a one-handed fire for Totally Kyle. Now I like this. This is an explosive team, right? They've got this double tank, the one-hand mace with he's actually running a Muzak. It's a hybrid tank. Like, he's got the CC, but he is running Soldier Armor, Fiend's Cowl, and obviously that Muzak for extra damage. So he hits pretty hard. Threatening Smash is no joke, and it's such an annoying comp to play against. Honestly, I haven't seen anybody find a good answer for it just yet.
Okay,
and we'll see if today is the day. Because it's one positional mistake from your Clothies and they just get shut down. People aren't running the cleanses like they used to because they want the Guardian Helm. Like, there's also a lot more people running either like triple frontline or this hybrid Arcane.
Yeah,
they got a plate Royal Armor as well. And Kyle can do a ton of damage with this one-handed fire. Although
he's
right now
pounded
he is taking a ton of damage.
Saved by that shield. 100% saved by the shield. I gotta say, I also like Suriel's one-handed mace.
Dorenton's out of energy as well. Dorenton's actually out of energy, and the conflict team is running out of steam here. So like, they weathered the storm, and Last One is going to turn around. Like, Dorenton has nothing. So they just can't
Suriel's
play.
gonna go.
Suriel's dead.
Durenton's gonna
Durenton's
go.
dead. Prince of Death should be okay.
Yeah,
Unless there's a huge stun right now.
I don't see any.
Or a
ways to
harpoon.
stop
Magic
him.
shock. There's one guy's.
Oh, there it is.
He
He's
gets
done.
swapped. There should be the shatter
enough.
right now. Oh yeah, kills him with it as well. And Kyle, he'll be okay. But
do you think that these guys need to be paying more attention to their energy and hop out earlier? Because
no, I think his Limhurst got purged. His
Okay.
Limhurst got. I think he just got unlucky. Imagini caught him with the orb as the Limhurst procced, and he was, he was expecting a full energy bar, and all he got was disappointment instead. That was it. He had nothing there. Is he running? Hang on. He's running the Scholars as well. Like, he's running Limhurst, Scholar Cowl, and Energy Potion. So how he was out of energy 1 minute 30 into that fight, I'm not actually quite sure. Unless something went drastically wrong. Suriel going to get stunned on the choke. Tom looking for a bit of pressure. And these guys just going to push in. Going to take... Okay, they're going to play wide with the two frontliners. And they're going to wait for the cap commitment. Astro, he actually just fakes it straight up and looks to go in. Prince of Death gets shredded. Durenton in a lot of trouble from this front line. Poison goes out, though. There goes the stabilization. Offensive duty for Baby Gregor. And Tony Kyle is only just arriving at this fight. I'm not sure what's happened here, but this is early points pressure. And they've got a pretty tanky front line. They've got this Leather Arcane and 2 plate users. And Durenton is just taking a beating. This time he does get the Scholar's Cowl off for the full energy. And I really love this from Last Warn. Like, they're going down to contest, but they're not staying down. Like, as soon as they've contested, they're just coming back up the choke and saying, right, let's have a fight up here while we have a 3 cap. It's a really nice way to play it. Tom is getting run down. Suriel, nice slam from him, but Sabota has the space to get the healing off. They stun both the front line. They geyser them up. Durenton down to half energy already. Here comes the drain from Mr. Zen, Prince of Death. He's got to be careful. Gregor, down goes that emergency shield. Big stun comes out. Durenton leaps in, though. Poison going to be dropped. But again, this whole fight, if they don't get the kill, this is a 3 cap against Mr. Zen. Judy goes down from Gregor. Defensive Judy positioning. And they're peeling back because they're 4v5. They actually do grab the cap. And I think Last Warn were a little bit late realizing that was a 4v5. They could just win on pressure if they can get a good amount of pressure, because Kyle is a big chunk of the DPS right now for Conflict. They're trying to pull back. Down goes that spear throw. Durenton is taking a ton of damage as well from this spirit spear. It is a really big pierce and a lot of damage when used correctly. Down goes the drain. In comes the knock up again. The bot are playing very aggressive. You said this before the match shows, and these aggressive knockups from healers, making full use of the utility of this weapon, and they're just peeling back. They're just playing beautifully. Like, they're not just standing their ground in the fight. They're constantly peeling, constantly like dinking the front line until they have to pull back. They're waiting on this Spirit Hunter like each time and just following it up. And they're really frustrating this Conflict team right now. Do you know what I mean? They're just dragging them around the map, stabilizing. Like, I think they might actually pull down here and just full rotate. Like, I think they finally run out of space to work with. Or they'll pull down here, looking like a reset. And, oh, that's a 3-man stun. That's a 3-man stun. The orb follows up. And
that's going to go right into Durenton.
Durenton gets the leap off. They might look for the turn onto Mr. Zen, but really nice early shield there. Absorb the counter beautifully with that Guardian Helm. And again, this back and forth. They'll probably just peel back and say, you come in for it, and then just bounce back in again. This is really clinical control play. Imagini going to get caught out, but they've always got something left. Like, they're keeping those defensives. And totally Carl's like, we need this cap, boys. We're literally getting drilled here. We need this cap. And I think Gregor can probably interrupt it if he's fast enough here. Imagini fires the orb. Oh, the orb! The orb connects onto Kyle, and now Baby Gregor and the boys are going to come up. He might get it. They're going to
get him?
No, Zen hits him with the Impaler.
Amazing.
And Kyle just wasted 20 seconds of DPS on a cap that he didn't get. And this is what I mean. Clinical, back and forth. Like, they're not winning by beating down the other team. They're winning by outplaying them positionally and in momentum and in caps. Like, this is actually really, really beautiful to watch. And every time like this spear is up, They put a ton of pressure on Durenton just in order to keep it in check. And Kyle's like, all right, Kyle, what are you going to do, Kyle? Waste another 10 seconds with a tank next to you? Like, Kyle actually comes in. He wants to blast Gregor here. Looking for something, and he comes down. It's still a 2-cap against. They stack up. Down goes the Guardian Helm. And this is where the Royal Armor, Mr. Zen's Royal Armor, is getting a ton of value because of how long this fight's going. Like, we saw Durenton have energy problems in the first fight. Like, and this is going to be amplified over a long fight here. And they pull back to this choke. Kyle goes for the cap again. Magini's already in the orb spot. They try and swap him away. Can he land the orb this time? He's silenced. He can't. Oh, the spear. The spear doesn't connect. Finally, these boys get a 2-cap. Like, they've been reduced.
They've been working at this one. They've been working at it.
Now is a problem though, because last war, now they need to find a kill.
Last war's in trouble.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, they're 147 to 65. They're not in
trouble.
I
mean, like in this particular engagement, before that great shield that was a 4-man shield that allowed them to completely top off, they were pretty low on health, and it looked like it was going in favor of the red team for that engagement. Yeah, last one has plenty of time to bring this one back. They just got to avoid making mistakes.
This is an absolute brawl right now. Again, a 3-man polehammer stun. Durenton eats that spear. That spear is going into him every single time. Like, he's doing a good job. Suriel's actually starting to hurt for energy here. Kyle, I think he's running a Scholar, so he should be okay unless it gets purged. But I think last one might start to sneak ahead here. Like, as this Royal Armor just continues the pressure, Astra Galamancer, he has a full energy bar somehow. He's obviously getting those Scholars on point.
Durenton, both are real low on energy.
Durenton just potted, so he's going to be fine.
Potted. Yeah, okay, I see that now.
But Suriel's actually struggling to spam his abilities. His Limhurst goes off. Oh!
There he goes. He's got energy now.
He actually got knocked out the way of the orb. Down goes the Guardian Helm. This is going to be a 10-point grinder. Like, shockingly,
these guys don't have the energy to 10-point grind.
The scoreline and the timings. The scoreline and the timings, right? It's not a million miles. Oh, now they've been 3-cap. This is brutal. There's no way they should have let Kyle have that.
How did Kyle get that? Like, that was really good 4v5 over there. Guega under a lot of pressure here.
That was absolutely
on the wrong side of
so cheeky. Durenton, he's going to leave. They might. If Pratom has got stacks, he could drill Durenton right now. Imagine he's chasing him with the shocks. Oh, they just purged his Scholars as well.
Yeah, he's in trouble now.
Goes down. Durenton's going to get dropped.
This is going to go back the other way.
Conflict just instantly undone with that healer dive. They found the opening. It's gonna be death.
Oh, double stun! They're gonna get 2 from this.
One.
Oh,
Suriel maybe goes if they can find the angle. They get him? No.
Okay.
Firewall.
Great use of the firewall there.
Firewall.
Totally,
so good.
Kyle doing great. Oh no!
Impaler under the tent. Cheeky little one. He won't lose his gear, but he'll lose his dignity from that. And they're on a 2-minute timer now. They're on a 2-minute timer against one of the peeliest, grindiest comps we've seen. Like, they're just going to be shut down here. And we said that not many people have an answer for this double tank. And apparently the answer is just keep peeling back. Just draw them out.
Yeah, make them use up their energy. They're going to keep spamming skills. Just make them do it. Keep your energy low.
I mean, the thing is, totally Kyle's playing a firewall fire, right? He works best in a defensive position, right? He's no good at chasing. He's not going to blink in and firewall. Well, I think he might even be running... he's running shield boots, actually, not giant boots. We did see the night boots come out. Right now, though, it's going to be 60 seconds on the clock for conflict. Or they're going to be... I mean, this looked like a grindy comeback on the cards. But they've got to contend with double plate, 1 leather. Only 1 Judy, so they can dive. They're looking for the dive right now onto Sabata. Like, Pratom won't be enough. They're trying to back cap, but it's not going to happen this time. Suriel's miles from a healer. Gregor has a chance to actually kill him here. Durenton's coming in to save his man. Oh, if he could have stunned Durenton at the same time, that probably would have been the kill. But this match is done. Like, they can suicide for the cap quite happily. Worth 1. Maybe 2 bodies, and the conflict team has just been outplayed, clinically outplayed here. They're going for the back cap. They actually have space. They actually have space to get this 1 cap on the northeast, and I'm surprised that last one allowed that. They still will get the 10, but it does give Conflict another minute to try and make something happen. Can they do it though, Shozen? Like, where I don't see where the kill's coming from. Astra is out of energy. Like they have 2 tanks on the front line. Pratorm, he might go down here. It looks like Sabota's even playing interception, like just bullying away. Imagini's in trouble, but that Guardian, that emergency shield again, and Suriel misses the stun. And there's the turn onto Durenton. Oh,
Durenton is running for his life half of this match.
That corrupted steel is outrageous. And all of a sudden, this comp, which has just looked dominating, it's just not working here. It's just not working against a team that's willing to be so mobile and just not face fight you. Because they can't hunker down behind this firewall. And, like, even if it was a 2-cap the other way now, right? They actually don't have the time to win. No. They would have to get a 3-cap, but Suriel's gone, Durenton's gone, and their hopes in this level 5 GVG are gone. Is it going to be a kill? Is it going to be the cap? It's going to be close. Was that? Which one was it? Which one was it?
I don't know. I'm on Fatnex right now. Derek and Fatnex over here with MVG, ANCQ, 34-36. The other team, Unusual and his team has been grinding a comeback out. When I started watching this, it was in the 70s for Fatnex and Elevate here. But they've been, like I said, grinding it out in the comeback, and we see one in the works.
Stuck in that anti-heal as well.
Oh, ANCQ is going to go!
Kenny in the tent, though. That was nice. They bopped Kenny into the tent, but they do lose ANCQ. And if Tosha can stabilize this, it's going to be cuts. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful done from Fatnex. Is it going to be enough, though? Derek. Oh, they can't find Derek. Unusual. DB. Unusual, not unusual. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Very, very funny guy. But, wow, I wouldn't mind seeing this match in full.
Yeah, this was a really good one. I wish we had seen the whole thing. Lewpac, by the way, you have a message waiting for you in Discord.
Okay. Bring us back on the camera. 15 minutes of bangers. This one's done, though.
Yeah, again, that's the last level 5. We have one level. One left.
I don't know. Did you agree with me that you don't like seeing teams come out with 30 seconds on the clock? Like,
I don't see the point.
Yeah, because you're never getting the caps you need to stay alive in the match. At best case scenario, you can maybe dive a kill and grab a tiny bit of loot. But like, if you're trying to stay in the match, you're playing suboptimally and you're probably going to get turned on. Like, I feel that if you lose next rotation and you've just respawned, it's just better to leave it. Like, at this level, no team is going to allow you to just like grab a cheeky...
We've only seen it happen once where somebody was able to really take 2 caps in a minute. So it's very rare.
You have to like you have to hard wipe them.
Right. Yeah. I'm watching a level 1 here with Vasswolf. It's 2 full team comps as we have.
Can you spell it?
It's in.
Oh yeah, got it.
It's Merc 5 versus Uncharted, Journey Uncharted. Haven't seen them before.
Level 1 banger.
Yeah, they're working hard. It's very close here. It was very close at 18-21. Now we're looking at, or I think it was 21 to 22 at one point.
Somehow shows.
Now we're looking at
this guy. This guy is in T8 soldier armor, T8 broadsword, right? It's obviously non-follow, but he hasn't managed to hit the IP cap. I can't comprehend how low his spec must be. I mean, he's in a 4-1 cape, but you really should still hit the 900 there. Okay. It looks like they're gonna win this one. Interesting stuff. I still really like broadsword. He's playing it with tenacity as well. Like broadsword, tenacity, might mortal agony. I like it. Realm breaker as well. Some crazy stuff in this matchup. Stupid Beast, who we know from.
Yeah, we know Stupid Beast.
Wasn't Stupid Beast in Blue Army for a long time?
I believe so. Yeah.
He's actually in Sun now for this Sun team.
Oh, well, there's a lot of full Sun teams out there. That's impressive that Sun's drawing in the players.
But honestly, I'll be honest, it's the T-Angel effect. The T-Angel Core Mistress effect. When T-Angel takes control of gearing,
Yeah.
everybody wants in on it.
Well, that's because T-Angel gets the gear that you need, and you don't have to wait in line. It's
yeah, you know, if you get to the top leagues, you know that gear chest is stacked waiting for you. Like I've been in a team that's had Team Ammo watching. So yeah, let's see how this Neon Karambit team does. We've had them, you know, they put a good show out today. But you know, we know Stupid Beast and his boys. These boys can bang. ASL is in a lot of trouble in the back line. He's going to go down. Stupid Beast finding that one. It's this Starter balance against the pole hammer. You know, the meta against the previous meta. And the reason the pole hammer's fallen out, Shozen, and I don't know if you agree with me here, is because, like, think of the comps we see today. How often, right, is it 2 plate, 1 leather now, as opposed to the traditional, like 1 or 2 plate, 3 cloth in the back?
3 cloth, yeah.
Not only that, the healers have made the switch to this Sacred Scepter for extra CC resistance. So they might as well be in plate by the time it comes. But Neon Karambit and the boys take a 4 kill opening. Not the one they want to get, though, was it? That's not the opening they were looking for.
No, not right off the bat. That's not what you want to do when you spend all that energy to get your team on here, and then they do that.
I want to see if he's actually
Looks like
switch
Baby
it up.
Guega
Like,
didn't get a match, so.
Oh, they got the spent all the points and got the no-show. RPG in a bit of frontline pressure. Does get purged early on. Good use from Cracker of that mage armor, but they're putting a lot of pressure. The Iron Breaker, the Rotten Ground goes down. Cherry comes in, not the biggest reset. In the meantime, though, Kieris, they're looking for ASL again in the back line. They're just bullying ASL. Silences. There goes the nasty wounds. Good dodge roll, but now he's rolled himself into a corner. But Slayer, he's actually getting run down in the back. Cherry just about sneaks a reset, but RPG's probably going to finish.
Slayer, go get him! Go get him!
Neon is showing why the pole hammer can still be played. Absolutely shutting down the healer. Slayer now is backed into a corner. He blinks through them. He's faked the other way. Cherry gets stunned again and then silenced. How is this Bo still alive, Shozen?
No idea,
he should be
dude.
dead. He's living on borrowed time.
And while the head Muchacho goes.
At the other side of the fight, they find Machu. The breakthrough onto ASL. Liet's in a bit of trouble.
Oh, no. And Blue gets sent back after all that work on Cracker Slayer. And Liet gonna go again. Oh, disappointing. Ouch.
Big early exchanges. That one, I mean, the scoreline, that one was very, very close, though. Like, if Cherry goes down, they've instantly got either full control over the enemy healer or they switch it up to the front line. And, like, he should have died. I'll be honest. He should have died there. Neon played it beautifully. Like, the control onto Cherry was good. And
great control. Then the switch over to Cracker was good, but they couldn't finish it off. And while that was going on, they were losing the back line. They were losing the back line.
Realm Breaker probably would have been a kill there, just quietly. Like, instead of the Halberd. A lot of people are loving the Halberd right now because, obviously, spreading those bleeds thinks anti-heal so nicely. Stupid Beast in a lot of trouble. He's running, by the way, he's running the Torch. He's running the Torch auto attack build. Machu getting blasted, but there goes the emergency shield, and we're seeing it just so powerful, that shield, isn't it? Time and time again. It's prolonging these fights, saving people. Cracker, he's going to get purged. Liet's playing beautifully here. He is shutting down this bow. Unfortunately, like, they're constantly finding Machu. Like, the anti-heal is just too much. ASL's going to drop. And I think they're just tapping out of this one.
Oh, already. Very quick. This was just a domination right now. You don't see this very often.
Especially not when you get to level 6. Usually there's a window. I mean, they could switch something up here. But realistically, they're going to be on a 2-minute timer. They're definitely going out again then, because Machu just OC'd. He just OC'd another set.
Oh, he'll be really ticked off.
By the way, look at a difference. Look at a difference in gear. And again, look at the overall IPs. Like, this Sun team is a full tier ahead in an IP cap situation. 8-3 Thetford capes, by the way, because 8-3 actually plays pretty much. Like, this IP cap is actually the effective tier for like an 8-2 cape. The 8-3 is just flexing. But it is worth it. And Cracker, though, He's gonna lose that cape, that 8-3 cape, and this was what they were looking for. Cherry's in a bit of
Finally
trouble.
getting one.
And
They got to get the caps, though. They've only got 30 seconds here. They need to hurry up, get another kill or two, secure this. I would go right for here for Stupid Beast. Put the pressure on.
It's 4v5. They need to find something.
Pressure.
Thing is, with that kill now, they've got a lot of space to work with. Bob Tick is actually playing more backline, trying to support his healer. But Neon, he just needs to find the angle. Matthew's going for the cap, which
he's going for the wrong cap.
I like that. I like that.
I would take mid cap. It's because, oh well, they got it.
Yeah, he got it. I mean, it was the healer going
real
for
close.
It, though.
Yeah, that's always scary.
Anyone but the healer, but it actually didn't work out badly. So now they've got 2 minutes to play with, but it's back to a 5v5, and they don't have the back cap.
They have no pressure.
Yeah, and now here comes the nasty wounds on top. The energy drain's coming out.
Macho's going.
That breaker again, and he's gone again. But this is
heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, Lewpac.
I mean, the thing is, right, you know, again, they're playing a full tier of IP behind because of the gearing. And that probably was the reason that Cracker Slayer survived.
Probably.
You know, when he was being run down, if they got that extra 100 IP, or even better, they had the 100 IP advantage, then it could have been different. Stupid Beast, they really want Neon here. Oh, he's gone.
Neon is going to go.
Oh, he's gone.
He had some nice personal plays there. I mean, he was playing out of his mind, but there's only so much you can do when it's 4v1, and that's what he was left with. There was no peels.
His control was good, but that's 8 minutes and done. Where are we going?
Well, I am currently watching Geminex's team here with Bunny Team and Alivas, and I believe Champion of Brazil might be their tank today. Yep, Champion of Brazil. Good old Eric Wurr bringing out
with no microphone still, as is tradition. Looks like they're actually getting bullied, by the way. Geminex and his boys are 140 to 46 down right now against this horrible double tank with this with this hunker down. It's Bear Paws triple frontline against Firewall, and he doesn't even have the Daybreaker, right? The Daybreaker can go through the Firewall. Oh, look at this combo. His Alib's on the tenacity as well, but look, they execute a full combo and he just goes behind a Firewall, and 3 of them can't do anything, right? 3 of them are just getting held back by Durenton's got no energy now though. This could be a problem for Kyle. Another Firewall. Another Firewall.
Totally, Kyle goes down, though.
Geminex with the Impaler.
Nice.
Can we see it happen now? Is there going to be a trade? Is there going to be a trade?
No, there's going to be Alibas going.
The save from Rebane. It was beautiful. Geminex. He's looking for Durenton. Gets the Fury Pike. Rooting Smash into Impaler. They got Rebane. Rebane got killed.
Oh, no.
They just lost Rebane.
That's
Durenton's getting bullied away. Like, I don't think it's over yet. But
no, Champ is going. That's gonna hit a 3 cap into this. Geminex, somebody's going here.
Oh, Geminex is gone. Champ might go if Astral can find it.
Did not expect this. A 136 bully win by Conflict after what we just watched happen to Conflict. Okay, happens. Let's see what else we got rolling.
Who to next?
It's going to take me a minute as I have to refresh. And I think we've only got one other match. Rafikon.
Okay. Well, this is a team we definitely wanted to see. They have just taken out the Antelonian Tigers up in level 6. I mean, an expected result, but good to see a new, fresh bunch of faces in the level 6, of course.
They're doing work everywhere right now, the Anatolian Tigers. We see them over in ZVCs regularly. They're kind of spreading out what they're doing. I like seeing it, and they're elevating their game. It's good to see. Good stuff. I do have a raffle open. I'm going to let it get to 40, and then we're going to pull 2 names, and I hope it's all players who are here right now. So if you just hit that raffle button, know that it's a fresh one, and you have a really good shot at winning it here.
Okay, let's get up in there. Have we really got no matches still going?
Nope, that's it.
Man, that was it. That was some.
They were over in 10 minutes.
Action.
Over in 10 minutes, all of them, and there were a bunch. So I have nothing to say on that. We were just talking about how we expect to see more You know, even matches in level 6, not so many stomps. Every single one was a stomp. There was nothing close.
We
I
didn't get the
mean,
banger
you just saw
matchups.
Conflict give a stomp. I mean, come on.
I mean, but who did they stomped? One of my
Geminex?
favorite teams for the off
Yeah.
season. This
Like, we
double
were
tank.
just praising these guys.
But then we just saw those guys get completely outplayed by the
Owned in the
Baby
fives,
Gregor
yeah.
team.
Yep.
And like, not out-comped, but just outplayed.
Outplayed, yeah.
So
They kept following. They played against their comp very well,
yeah,
is what they did.
that
They played the comp.
That was actually, you know, I'd love to analyze that match in detail because that was one of the best mechanical matches I've seen in a long time in this. Usually, you know, the better players just win on just a sheer face fight, but those guys actually knew they couldn't win the face fight.
Right. They knew
Like,
what they had to do. They knew what they had to do.
like
And
we saw what happens when you're trying to dive against that fire. Like we saw 3 of them just shut out by Kyle's firewall. Like, they finally got him, but it took 3 of them across the whole map to secure that kill. And it was just, firewall is such a great ability if you don't have the counter for it. Geminex, ironically, if he was on the Daybreaker, he can just charge through the firewall because you're immune to everything when you do a breakthrough. But it wasn't to be. They got dumpstered. That doesn't mean we won't see them in the off season, of course. I believe the only team already qualified is Cargera, though, isn't it?
No, there were 2 teams. You had the G-list team as well.
No.
Actually, I can go tell you the 2 teams. I don't know if it was. Yeah, I hear you giggling over there. I know.
One team.
1 team.
Lol.
So, no Kraken, huh?
Right. Raffles galore.
Give me a moment. I'm going to see who we have for this tournament. We have a doc of who made it. It is champion of Brazil, Rabane, Geminex, Alivas, and Bunny Team are currently qualified.
Oh, they're qualified. Is the Cargera team's qualified, though, isn't it?
No.
They missed one?
They did not get the 10th.
Oh. Okay, then.
On the 8th, our winners were Karvinen, Cargera, Bodaville, Grafis, Shekri, Kraken, Gilis, champ of Belarus, Thursday, Yagud, champion of Brazil, Rabane, Geminex, Alivas, Bunny Team, Durentin, Prince of Death, Surreal, Dr. Liberal, Dumbass, and Totally Kyle.
The Dr. Liberal Dumbass is not in that team right now. Did we see him today? No, we didn't see him today.
No, we didn't see him today.
Okay.
Then we have Then we had on the 10th, we had FS Petisfils, Sokatya, Zabroska, Gomi.
That was a strong team as well,
Marine
actually.
Lapinette, Kraken E, Yagud, G-List, champ of Belarus and Thursday, champ of Brazil, Geminex, Alivas, Rabane, and Bunny Team, Chilite, Rafikon, Fatality, Uzbek Sven, that guy, and Attack 12. So Izak and both our winners who just won were pulled and have claimed their prizes, I believe. Izak and Nalyasha both claimed and won their prize. So we're all done here, but the saying goodbye. We will be back again tomorrow.
Big
at
show
18
tomorrow
UTC.
then.
Yep.
It'll be a first one where we've actually got some bonus ZVZ content in the 2100, which is a banger.
We've been seeing really good stuff at 21 UTC. Robin currently plays the 21 UTC, and he's always coming back and telling us stories. So when we had the opportunity today to give some extra space to that 3v3 tournament done by Seaborn and the streamers, we wanted to do that. And then we were like, we'll just move this one over to 21 tomorrow because we can't do it at 21 today because we got level 6s.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be some good fun for you guys tomorrow. But also, yes, it'll be 20v20 coverage, double ZVZ coverage. Make sure you check it all out. But for GVGs, next week is the big one, Shozen. We got the level 7, 8, and 9 all in the same weekend. Final chance to qualify for the Crystal League Championship. That's going to be crazy. Don't miss it. And of course, the end of the season. So thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. Thank you for all our teams taking part. Make sure you check out Albion TV on YouTube as well for the highlights of all our shows, available, edited, condensed, and available for your consumption on demand. You can find the link up there somewhere. I don't know which side I'm on today, but it's there somewhere. For now, though, it's time for us to bid you adieu from Albion TV, and we'll see you next time, guys. Have a fantastic evening.
All right, let's see if we can't lead you guys out of here with some great Albion themed music. Bo, you got anything ready to go? All right. Bye, guys.